Hello everyone. Today is the 14th of January 2023 and I have I've been waiting in my car in a car park um, for my son to come back who's playing his school hockey match, and I think they'll finish in about half an hour's time. So I was getting bored and I've read all the news, um, and I just thought to make a video and connect with my friends and share some of the random thoughts which are going through my mind about work, which basically is mental health, um, uh, where I work as a psychiatrist in mental health institution, as well as issues in regards to personal well-being, um, because I think that is important. And finally, about the life itself. So you can see the range of thought threads that are going through my mind at the moment, and I suppose I thought to talk about it in order to clear my thinking, because I feel that expressing one's thoughts through speech or through writing helps to bring clarity and perspective to one's thinking and thoughts and ideas. So starting from mental health, where I work, the field which I work in as a psychiatrist, I think mental health is very important to think about in our general day-to-day life, because in order to nurture it, nourish it, protect it, one does not really need to do much. The first thing, I suppose, is to be aware of that there is this thing which is called mental health, and to appreciate that this is very important. Why it is important? It is important so that one can function to their utmost abilities, and also enjoy a reasonable level of happiness, satisfaction in their life. That's the whole purpose of what we all do in our lives, be it in a professional domain, in personal domain, and spiritual domain. That's what we are striving to do. So how to keep the mental health well, or good? Well, it's to first think about what are the things which are important to keep oneself calm and to keep the stressors and the anxieties of day-to-day life in check, and how to not let those stressors and anxieties creep up and reach to a dangerous level. Because in many cases, anxiety and stress are the mother of all or most of the mental health as well as physical health problems. So, what are the ways to keep your anxiety and stress in check? Well, um, the first thing to remember is that the mental health and physical health are related to each other. So, if you, what we are fortunate about is that if you do keep this principle in mind and try to use one for the advantage of the other, then you'll be able to achieve good results. So, for example, anxiety, stress, we know that if we walk for a bit, for example, it does reduce the stress. It does reduce the anxiety and make us calmer. We know that if we do any other sort of activity, for example, running, exercising in the gym, stretching, yoga, whatever, swimming, playing any sport, whatever is our thing, and if you don't have anything, then do find a thing, because that is very important. And that does release good hormones in your body, the physical activity, and it reduces the stress level. When the stress levels are reduced, your anxiety is also improved, and hence the risk of one becoming mentally unwell is significantly reduced. Because anxiety, stress can lead to all sorts of problems like depression, psychosis, eating problems, weight gain, for example, general nervousness, irritability, aggression, and then all of that then leads to or spill over to the other domains of our life. So one which I can think of instantly is our relationships. And problems with mental health problem is that it not only affect the person itself, but also its environment, and especially the relational environment. So, the relationships with your partner, your wives, your husbands, your children, your friends, your family, they suffer because of your hyper aroused, irritable, emotional state. Okay, so that's the bit about mental health. The other thing which I was thinking about was life in general. So I think it is important. You would have read it, you would have heard about it before, but I think it's still important if I say it again, because I keep myself reminded of this, that that the pursuit of happiness cannot be successfully achieved if one does not find a purpose in life. And because if there is no purpose in life, then the risk is that you are living an aimless life. And an aimless life would then invoke feelings of inadequacy. It would affect one's self-esteem negatively. It would tarnish one's confidence, and so on. So purpose in life is important. It does not necessarily have to be something very noble or something very big. Small things in life are very important. So it could be different thing for different people. Some people like to do charity. they either donate their time. So, for example, I have seen people here litter picking on the roads, on weekends, on public holidays. And that's their way of, I suppose, contributing back to the society by helping to improve the civic sense or civic services. Some people like to work for their family, for their children. Their aim is to give good education to their children, for example, and that's their purpose in life, which is fine. So whatever it is, I think purpose in life is important. I think the other thing which is important to think is holistically about life. So that there is different stages. So you're going through your youth, you're going through your adulthood, you're going through then your old age, and I think it is important to take full responsibility of these stages for yourself. And I think it is important that we keep expectations from other people, especially from our loved ones, but don't, I suppose, become a prisoner of those expectations. I've seen old people dissatisfied, disappointed, because they feel that their children are not looking after them, not, for example, phoning them very often or visiting them on important occasions and so on. Well, that's life. And one should be able to have other aspects of meaningfulness in their life. So, for example, if your children are not visiting you or not very close to you, then you should be able to enjoy other things, other nice things in life, having some sort of, affiliation with a group. For example, Ramblers here in UK is a walking group, and many people, senior people, join that and enjoy the social side of it. So I think that is important, keeping expectations, but don't become prisoner of those expectations. So those were my thoughts. I think it's almost time, and my boy must be walking back any time now. So it's very nice to connect with you all, and I wish you all the best. Bless you all. Thank you.